Greetings. Live again from the radio room. Can you guess what channel I'm on? Listen to that. Nonsense. I'm surprised that guy's got away with that for so long. Joining the gate. Wife and I, Wendy and I, went out for a really nice walk. Absolutely beautiful, sunny, warm. And about 5 minutes ago, it started raining. The clouds came in, so this is a good time to do a live stream. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. See if I can break over this guy. Break through the train wreck. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. $375. CQDX, CQDX. Do we have any conditions out there today? UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side. CQDX, CQDX. This is UDX 791, UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Not a lot of condition. CQDX calling CQ. This is UDX 791, UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. I hear somebody coming back to 791 out there. It's not a lot of conditions out here this afternoon, but bring her back. We'll listen for your number. This is UDX 791 out here at Gulf Islands in the North Pacific listening. They can hear me, but I can't hear them, unfortunately. It's too bad. I think I hear a 435 out there, 435, 791, Gulf Islands on the side here. $50 Louisiana. I heard that one. 50 Louisiana. Sounding good. We got you that time. Have a good one. 791 Gulf Islands on the side. $255 Greenville, South Carolina. Sounding good, man. 791 waving. 295. I think you did say, right? All right there, 255. Sounding good, man. We're waving at you out here off the west coast of Canada, out here in the southern Gulf Islands.
Copy that. Sounding good. That radio is booming in down here. Keep her going. 73 to you and your family. 255. We back on the side.
You're the same way, my friend. I got you 20 to 40 over. Got a room full of you, buddy. Sounding good from South Carolina. Have a good day. Talk soon. 791 on the site.
How about that 791, 168 South Carolina? That's Mobile.
168 Mobile, South Carolina. We're waving right back at you, man. Your mobile's doing a good job. 791 waving. Matt Crane. All right there, 168 South Carolina Mobile. Cheers, buddy. Drive safely. Have a good day. What's left of it. 791 Gulf Islands on the site. Okay, Matt, 435. Saying hello right back to you, brother. Hope all is well out there. This is my second live gate today. I did one this morning. And then Wendy and I had to go. We went for a walk. She likes to go for a walk. And we went shopping. And it was absolutely beautiful out. And it started raining about 5 minutes ago. It's actually the clouds came in. So I said, that's it. I'm going to go do another live gate in my radio room. It's nice and warm and dry in here. This is a good place to be, right? On a rainy November day on the Gulf Islands out here in the North Pacific. And mild out, though. It still didn't get much past 10 degrees today. Shade temperature was 10 degrees today. That's Celsius, so 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I know 10 degrees sounds cold, but when you convert it into Fahrenheit, that's 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which isn't that bad for this far north. I'm way north of you guys. Okay, I'm on 375. Channel 38, we got this doorknob. It's really nice day here. Oh, you're lucky, man. Well, it was a nice day here too, but it's gone for craps now. It's wet. It's liquid. You know what we call it up here? Liquid sunshine. This is our wet season. The winter months here are a wet season on the Gulf Islands. So lots of white stuff, but lots of wet stuff, but not usually white stuff. Thank God. We don't like snow. I'm on 395 if you want to give me a call. Lower side band. CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. 395 lower side band. Calling CQDX. This is UDX 791, UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Not a lot of skip, man. Pretty quiet out there on the band. I'll be listening. It is Veterans Day today. Happy veterans. Remember our veterans today. Do you hear me? Give me a call, Matt. 435, I'm going to call you. How about at 435? How about at 435, 791 Gulf Islands in the North Pacific? How about at 435? How about at 435, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific, Tribe? .435 New York, we got you in there, brother. You're sounding good. Q5 all the way. Hey, I'm glad you're joining in the live stream there, man. I'll make sure to put your number in the title of this video. You made the gate, bro. Thanks a lot, brother. Sounding good, 435. Have a good day out there, 435 New York, Matt. Cheers, buddy. This be 791 Gulf Islands on the side, 73s. You made it, man. You made the gate. That's awesome. I can hear you. Not a problem. It's kind of noisy out there. There's a lot of QRM and people chattering, but your station broke right through there, brother. Right through. So you made the gate, so your name is on the title of this video. Right on. I'm glad to hear you out there. I'm going to go down to I'm on 365 right now. I'm off of 39. Too much chatter up there, so I'm on 365. Yeah, it's not a lot of skip coming in here either. I got my beam facing southeast right now. But you can hear there's not a lot of it coming in. I'm listening out there. .365 lower side bed. Anybody else want to join in? Give me a call. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just sitting in the radio room relaxing, reading the mail here. It is dead, man. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific, QSX. Sciatic nerve is just killing me on my left-hand side. It's like, when I sit down, it's just killing. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. God, without the preamp on, it really goes away, man. It's really quiet. Calling CQ, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Hey, 435, 791, Gulf Islands, waving. How about that 435, 791? 435, Louisiana, sounding good, man. We got you in there, brother. Hey, thanks for joining in, my friend. All right there, 435. Hey, thanks for joining in the live gate, bro. We did get you in there. And like I say, live in the radio room here, you made the gate. We'll put your name in the title of this this live gate. I hear somebody else out there calling too. Hope all is well down there in the Bayou State. I'm sure it's a lot warmer down there than up here, my friend. 791, we're listening. 068, Jim, Minnesota. Got you in there, man. Sounding good. Hey, right on there, Jim. Yeah, I did one this morning there, Jim, and then I did a live gate this morning, and then wife wanted to go for a walk and take advantage of the nice sunny weather and then go shopping. So I figured, you know what, it just started raining there about probably 10 minutes ago now. So I figured I'd come back here and do another live gate.
That's awesome, Joe. Yeah, I've been running around with the kids today. My youngest daughter had a couple birthday parties, so it's 4:20 Central Time here. But I will jump on your channel and say hi as well there, buddy. Appreciate your moving here today, Joe. It sounds real good.
Yeah, you as well, man. You're smoking in here too, way up into the red, brother. Hey, good to hear you out there, Jim. Always a pleasure, my friend, and thanks for tuning in.
Copy, Joe. We'll see you next day or two. So sounds good. Enjoy your weekend on the DX. 068, Jim from York, Minnesota. We'll see you, Joe.
All right, Jim, and you're at the 12-minute, actually about the 12-minute mark on this video. So if you want to go back to the live gate, and you're about the 12-minute mark you started. Have a good one, Jim. Cheers, buddy.
You too, Joe. Have a good one, buddy. We'll see you on the flip flop. 73, 068. We'll be bringing them in.
All right, 7-3s, my friend.
Joe, you got me over 60 over down here in Florida, by the way, Joe.
Florida, wow, you're booming in here. 60 over, holy smokers. Well, Florida, save the flowers for yourself because you're booming in here to the Gulf Islands.
More Radio 82, a new leader, a new needle in radio. Radio 8200, I'll be listening.
All right, World Radio 8200 Florida. Yeah, you're smoking in here, man. Good copy on you. And thanks for tuning into the live gate. And I'm glad you made the gate again. You know, I was debating whether to do another video gate today, but it started raining out, so I figured, you know what? Good place to be in the dry radio room. Have a good one, bro. 7-3, 791 on the site. Delta 26 Iowa, sounding good, man. You're smoking in here too. Waving at you from the Gulf Islands out here in the North Pacific. Hey, Jim, thanks, buddy. 45 degrees is good, man. Yeah, it's starting to rain here too, and it's 50 degrees. All right, Delta 26 Iowa, have a good day, my friend, what's left of it. And remember those veterans out there. Veterans Day today. We can't forget those guys. Cheers to you in 73s from the Gulf Islands, 791 in the North Pacific. Okay, let's read the mail. Jim, good to have you in there, brother. Matt, it's 63 outside here. 63 is perfect, man. 63 degrees, November. You gotta like it. So yeah, no, it's pretty wet out here now. When we went for our walk in the sun, it was absolutely beautiful. You know, we were funny. Wendy and I were going for a walk. We take the dog for a walk, and we're out there walking in the sun. There's no fall color to be seen. Everything's really green here, right? And I said, you know, and there's eagles flying around above us, these 2 or 3 bald eagles, probably looking at our dog because they probably want to eat our little Yorkie. And I said, you know, it could be spring out here. It really could. It was just, it felt that warm in the sun and just really, really nice. And then the clouds came in. We went shopping. We got home. Clouds came in fast off the ocean. And now it's pissing down with rain. It's gray out there and it's wet. And this little 8x8 radiator room feels really good right now. I got a little cube heater going here. And it's warm and cozy in here. I'm liking it. If Wendy needs to get a hold of me, we got the Motorola's right here. Hey, she can just contact me on the little Motorola. There we go. I call her Wendy 1959 because that's when she was born. So Wendy 1959. Anyway, supposed to get into the 60s here. What? Holy crikey, man. Gotta love the El Nino. You know what, Jim? It's actually, I read it's a really strong El Nino this year, and the El Nino is still building. So it might be a good mild winter for everybody. Did you get the internet squared off? The internet here sucks. And no, I haven't done anything really with the internet, but if I like right now, I'm running 2 bars. I got 2 bars on the little Wi-Fi emoji right there, which is better than 1 bar. But our internet actually screwed up here. It's not very good. It's crappy. So it is what it is. We've had guys from the internet company come and look at it many times. And it just says, because we're so far from the little building what supplies the internet, at this end of the island, it's weaker. And there's not much I can do about it. Unless, of course, I get some sort of booster, maybe. I got a lead on a tower yesterday at the States. I'll have to take it. Wow, cool. Hopefully you don't have to take, you have to take it down. Ooh, I remember putting my tower up and taking it down. It was 30 feet. It was 30 feet of tower. It was 3 10-foot sections. And then I had a 6-foot mast on top with the rotor on top of that because I had a beam. 48 feet. That's big, man. Don't kill yourself taking it down. That's a bit of a job taking down a 48-foot tower. I don't know. What do you use? A crane truck or something? Unless it's a crank up. Wow. Mine was a Sears tower. I bought it in 1980. I bought it in 1980 when I was 16 years old. 3 10-foot sections. I think there were maybe $50 a section. Something like that. Yeah, get some help with that, man. That's going to be a job. And they're heavy too, but they're going to be in 10-foot sections. Is that a freestanding tower? Mine wasn't freestanding. I remember digging a big hole about 4 feet deep, putting rebar and reinforcement concrete, then a bigger pad on top with 4 threaded bolts sticking out, the same pattern as the bottom of the tower plate. And then we had a guy wired. I had 3 guy wires on my tower. But I had it up there for years. I got it in 79, I think. Because at first I had my penetrator on it, golden penetrator, my high gain penetrator. And then in late 1980, I put up a beam, a 2-element high gain quad eliminator 2 beam on it. Yeah. And it's gone, man. That's at my old house, south of Vancouver. Yeah, we're still alive. I was live this morning, Make Mine 99. And then Wendy and I went for a walk. And then I wasn't planning on coming back in here, really. It was so nice out. Started raining 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Now I'm in here. So, yeah. Were you live? Oh, yeah, you were live too, weren't you? Were you live yesterday, Make Mine 99, or live this morning? Freestanding. Whoa. Those are expensive. Those freestanding ones are good. Yeah, it's raining here too, man. It's gloomy It's wet. It's 2:26 p.m. and actually the temperature's gone down. It's 9.2. So it's an ugly, wet, liquid sunshine day on the Gulf Islands out here in the North Pacific. So we like to say we have two seasons here, wet and dry. And this is the wet season on the Gulf Islands in this part of Canada. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. You know, my neighbor down the road had a 50-foot freestanding tower, Marilyn, and she had a radio. She had a beam up there for years, a Wilson Shooting Star, 4-element vertical, 4-element horizontal. She ended up selling her place. She was getting older, so she got rid of everything. She got rid of the tower, got rid of the Ham 2 rotor, the beam, everything. Free tower is the best tower, yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I got my beam up on a mast here, right? It's up on a pretty high mast. World Radio 8200. Hey, I hear Roman Golf Net Control 27365. Let's see. I'm on 365 right now. Let's make a call. CQDX. This is UDX 791. This is UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific on the side. Hey, Romeo Golf. This is UDX 791. UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Can we check in here? This is UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side. Oh, somebody's calling me. Somebody calling me out there. I hear you, man. Bring her back. This is 791 out here on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side.
261.
Kind of a bunch of scatter out there. I hear somebody calling 791 out there. Bring her back. 791 waving at you. Bring back your number. 791 on the side here. Eastern Tennessee. We got you out there, bro. We're waving at you. We hear you through the train wreck. 791 waving from the Gulf Islands. Hey, Eastern Tennessee. Cheers, buddy. Cheers to you. Thanks for the comeback. I didn't get your number, but I did get Eastern Tennessee. 791 Gulf Islands waving. We're listening.
Tango Charlie 01. Tango Charlie 01. Do you have a copy on 462 Operator Jim in Ontario?
Over the traffic. You're booming. Strong 7 over the traffic. Oh, man, I'm glad you can hear me, man. I'm pointed southeast, too. CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. I hear people calling me out there, but it's just so much garble. Unfortunately, it kind of sucks. Yeah, the beam's definitely working. It's way better than just the vertical I was running. It's better for the DX, that's for sure. I remember that from my quad beam I had up. Whenever I worked DX, most of the time it was on the flat side of it, right? You know, and better for the really long distance stuff. I find, like, I mean, I'd work Europe on my verticals on my Omnis, but it's just way better contact with the beam antenna. That's for sure. Let's see what else we got in here. I'm going to go to. I'm on channel 405 now, 405. 405 seems quiet here. Okay, I'm going to make a call. 405 lower sidebound. Calling CQDX, calling CQ. This is UDX 791. This is UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Good afternoon, my friend. I hear you out there. I didn't get your number, but good afternoon to you. This is 791 waving from the Gulf Islands. All right, World Radio 129 waving back. Have a good afternoon, my friend. 791 Gulf Islands on the side. Cheers to you. Hey, 068, man. You're sounding good too, man. I'm glad we got some Minnesota skip coming in here now. Good conditions for that. All right, 068. Hey, Jim, thanks for tuning in. I'll read the comments here. And you're sounding like a local too there. 068, Minnesota, 791 waving. Thanks, bro, for tuning in. I appreciate you joining in the live gates, my friend. It means a lot to me. Thanks, Jim. Cheers to you, buddy. Yeah, that's cool. And you are a moderator. That's good. I was just going to make you a moderator, but you're a moderator already. That's good. And I did hear the check-in there, net control on 365. I don't know if they heard me, though. But I did hear them checking in, people. Romeo Golf. I'm a member of these guys. I mean, I'm in a lot of different groups. This one here, Romeo Charlie, you know, this group right here. I mean, I've been in so many different groups. I'm a World Radio member, Romeo Charlie, Alpha Uniform, UDX, you name it, and I'm in those different groups, right? So, and Mount Baker sideband group. Yeah, I just remembered that now. See, I'm testing my memory. Anyway, Romeo Charlie, God, that was at the beginning of this year. That was in February I joined that group. They asked me to join, and then they sent me that nice little thing there, certificate. So we'll put that back up here. Put that back up there. There we go. Romeo Charlie in my overcrowded little radio room. Needle bender. No, I'm not a needle bender yet. Nobody's asked me to join that one yet. But back at around 1990 or 91, they asked me to join World Radio. So I've been a World Radio member for a long time. I don't really remember my number, though. 1756 kind of rings a bell because I don't really use it. I'm also a Radio Canada. And I really don't, I do the Radio Canada check-in every Sunday night at 8 p.m. on channel 405 lower sideband. There's a guy north of me, probably 50 miles, 60 miles north of me. He's the head guy. He does a Radio Canada check-in, and then I relay messages here. So people that he can't hear, they kind of tune into me, and then I relay the message for them so that he can check them in, right? But I don't really use my Radio Canada number, but I am a member of Radio Canada. I don't know. I don't think I'm Charlie Baker yet. No, I'm not Charlie Baker, but I talked to a lot of Charlie Bakers in Australia, right? So I was using Alpha Uniform for a while, and now I'm UDX. Yeah, so UDX 791. And that's Wagon Master 390 out of Utah. Runs excellent live streams, got a good YouTube channel. I got the number from him, and welcome, UDX 791. And he sent a bunch of stickers and stuff like that, right? So UDX. I talked to a few. Yeah, there's a lot of Radio Canada people around. But I'm not really happy with the government in Canada right now, so I'm not really promoting anything Canadian. I'm kind of flying the American flag right now, which I usually do anyway, right? So I got the American flag right there. We got the beautiful stars and stripes. I got the stars and stripes there behind me, and I got the Hawaiian and the British Columbia flag. And our island has its own flag. So I fly Salt Spring Island flag out in front of our accommodations. Right, I had the Hawaiian flag up there, but it got ripped to shreds. I had 2 Hawaiian flags, and they got worn out after 5 years, so I got to put another Hawaiian flag up. Yeah, I don't think anybody is happy with the government. No, I'm not happy with the government at all. Really not. They are more American than Americans. Yeah, well, you know what? We're pretty close to the U.S. here where I live, so I actually feel closer to the U.S. myself. Right? We're close to Washington State. We're not that far. We can see the San Juan Islands from here, right? And I'll take it out again for people who don't know. I'm glad I got this book. It actually really shows it well. So here's our islands in black, and then here's the San Juan Islands down in here, right? So you got Washington State, San Juan Islands down in here. These are all there's the south end of our island, and then this is all U.S. down in here, right? U.S. islands in here, so we can see right down into the U.S. Matter of fact, when I was fishing last year, I was in here, and the U.S. waters here, and Canada's right here, and I caught some salmon right there, looking at the U.S. San Juan Islands, right off the south end. So that's our island right here, and I live way up on the north end there. So that's our island. There's Galliano. There's Pender Island. There's Maine, Saturna, and then that's Washington here, and that's Canada there. Believe it or not, that's Canada. That's Washington there. It's pretty weird. And that's Vancouver Island. This is the southern point of Vancouver Island. This is a massive island to the west of us, right? So there you go. There's lots of islands. There's 6,000 islands off the coast of British Columbia from north to south. 6,000 islands. It's a pretty crazy area, man. Yeah, and it's very different than the rest of Canada. Very different here. Different climate, and just it's much different, man. Much different. Seattle's about 100 miles or so north or south of us. Seattle is about 75 miles south of Victoria, so it's about 100 miles south of us. Something like that. Seattle's not that far from the south end of our island. People that live there, there's a guy that lived there years ago and talked on radio, and he could talk there local. No, don't often get, when we do get snow here, it never lasts long, man. Never lasts long. It gets wet in the wintertime, rain. But we can get snow, but it usually melts out pretty quick, man. It doesn't stay all winter. You get it for a few days, and then it'll turn to pissing down with rain. Then the snow is all gone, and that can be it for winter. So last year we had 3 to 4 days of pretty cold weather in December, and you get down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. That's really freaking cold for us. And then it snowed, and then it turned to rain, and then it was gone, and that was winter, man. Same in Salem. Salem's the same thing. North Pacific, same thing, man. Salem, you guys have mild winters, wet winters with occasional snowfall, and that's same with us. Is it all mud right now? Yeah, we live on rock here, so there's not really a lot of mud up here. It's very rocky. Even after a heavy rain, it's rare to even find a puddle in our garden. Black waters of northern Minnesota just 2 runs through Canada to it. Oh, really? Boundary. I took a canoe trip to the boundary water. That's really cool. That's like our waters too. You could be cruising in a boat and end up in American waters by mistake. Are you going to plant some palm trees? Yeah, plant some, man. Okay, these are the ones you want to go. You want to do this one right here, first of all. Google that. Because you know what? There's lots of those in Oregon. I guarantee there's lots of those in Salem right there. That's the one you want to start with right there. Yeah, we were weaving in and out of Canada Portage. That's pretty cool, man. You got to like that, Yoda, man. That's very cool. Yeah, check it out, Trachycarp. And you know what? If you want to know about hardy palms, go to my other channel, man. That whole channel is about palm trees and weather and everything, man. That's my palm channel. And I do live streams on there too. So yeah, we like palms, and we have a lot of palm trees in our garden. I was down in the forest today, and I shot a video, and I'm going to upload it tonight when I go to bed, so it should be on tomorrow. But our forest literally has thousands of palm trees in it, man. It's crazy. Oh, do you follow both? Good, man. But yeah, plant some Trachycarpus. You know what? Make mine A99. They're going to have them at your local nursery. If you go to your local nursery, and they're called windmill palms. The common name, it's easier to remember, is wind. They're actually Chinese windmill palm trees. And those are the ones you want, windmill palms. They lots of them in Oregon I-5 and the Oregon coast. Lots of them on the Oregon coast. Oregon coast is beautiful, man. I cannot wait to get back to Oregon. I love it. I love Oregon's actually a very beautiful state too. And no sales tax. Okay. Listen to this guy. Hey, Jim, can you hear this guy in Minnesota? I will, man. If I come down there, I will. We'll message you before I come down there. I know this spring we're heading to Alaska. We're going up to Alaska. So can you guys hear this guy on channel 38? He's hitting me at how about in Manitoba, Canada? How about in Manitoba? I'm going to point my beam toward him. You can hear me over that guy, Rob? Can you hear me over that 111 guy? This is 791 Gulf Islands. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side. All right there, Rob. Cheers to you, buddy. Yeah, he's a really annoying guy in there. Somebody's actually got to put that guy out of commission. Have a good one out there, buddy. In Manitoba, 791 Gulf Islands on the side. What a loser, man. I can't believe that guy. I hear Rob. Oh, do you hear Rob coming back? Cool. So, hey, make mine A99. I used to talk to him local here. So, Rob, I'll tell you where he used to live. I'll bring the map out again. So, where am I? I'm right here. So, Rob lived about right there on Vancouver Island. So, I live here. I live right there. Where am I? Right there. And Rob lived right about there. That's where Rob lived, right there on Vancouver Island. So we had talked local, and then he moved to Manitoba last year. So he was a local guy around here, and used to come booming, and he still does. You hear me over the 111 guy? Wow, thanks, man. I appreciate that, Jim. I didn't think I could get over that idiot. What a fool, eh? Can you believe it? To do that every day on channel 38. I'm using an SDR 1 antenna and my IMAX on the transmitter. So can you locate Mr. 111 guy? Make mine A99. Can you pinpoint his location? What state do you think he's in? Some people say California. He's not in California, man. He's somewhere else. He comes in strongest when my beam is pointing southeast. So he's got to be, some people say Arizona. Some people say California. I don't think he's in California. I'm thinking more like Texas, maybe Arizona, something like that. I want to think more Texas. He is, I wonder how many radios. I know, isn't that unbelievable? Like, to have your microphone keyed up all freaking day, and he's probably running some power too, right? And there are copycats too. Yes, there are, because I've heard them on other channels. I think Midwest or like Oklahoma. Okay, so maybe even Oklahoma too. Yeah. What boggles my mind is that, he's got to have maybe some neighbors close by, 10 miles from him or something. You figure they would hone in on that guy. They would try tracking him down and at least pull up to the front of his house. They don't have to go onto his property because it's private property. Get his address and start broadcasting his address out. That's all you got to do, right? I don't know. I don't think FCC is going to do anything because I really don't think FCC cares about Citizens Band Radio anymore. If he was doing it on ham bands, possibly. But up here we have the Department of Communications. Down there you had FCC, so we had DOC. You guys had FCC, and I don't think they really care about this guy's on here every single day and causing a lot of H&D. And you figure something would have happened to him by now if they cared, but they don't. One woman comes whenever we coast, California rolls in. Very interesting. Very interesting. Listen to him. He's hitting me at a solid 30 over right now, and my beam's facing south. Okay, I'm going to move my beam towards straight south. Yeah, he's still coming 30 over as I'm facing straight south. He goes down. The minute I turn my beam away from him, he disappears. He's just can barely hear him. There he goes. There's Australia. I hear Australia. Australia's coming in. It's the minute I swung my beam towards Australia, Australia's coming in now. It's hitting me 7.5. He's hitting me 30 over, man. All you need is two people with beams, exact direction, exactly, and catch this guy. I hear Australia in there. $791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side. CQDX Australia, CQ Australia, UDX 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific.
Yeah, roger that. I got you 5-9 plus, man. Sounding good in that mobile. All right, man. I'm going to keep it short. There's a lot on the band up there.
Somebody coming back to me from Australia. Somebody coming back to me from Australia. Yeah, cheers to you, Australia. I'm going to head down to 35. We hear you out there. QSY to 35, 355, 791 gone. CQDX Australia, calling CQ Australia, calling CQ Australia, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. CQDX South Pacific, CQDX South Pacific, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. $791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side. I thought it was funny. Got a guy coming back to me on channel 38 through the 111 guy. He could actually hear me in Australia through that 111 guy. It's dinner time. Okay, 068. Thanks for coming in there, buddy. Cheers to you. Have a good dinner. I appreciate you joining in the live stream. Have a good night. And if we're still live streaming after dinner, pop in and say hi. I don't know if we're gonna have any USDX coming in here. It might be all faded away by then, but anyway, we can always try. Have a good one, bro. I always appreciate you popping into the live streams, Jim. Oh, we back. Didn't get the notification. What? No notifications? Those darn YouTubes. They got to give you notifications. It was food day. Food day, a good day. I had beans and onions I just made for lunch. And for dinner, Wendy just bought a nice 2 chickens, 2 free-range chickens. And we're going to have chicken for dinner, roast chicken. I got to do the potatoes. So I'm sure she'll let me know on the Motorola when it's time for me to cook some chicken, right? It makes it so much better for me to shop because I get 30% off groceries, right? Like that little bag of groceries, we ended up paying $115, and my total savings was $75 on 2 bags of groceries. $75. It would have been over $190 for 2 freaking bags of groceries. What a complete ripoff. Isn't it unbelievable? CQDX South Pacific, CQ South Pacific, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Pretty quiet. I'm on 355. Men grill the meat and women make the salad. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm good at burning steaks, and Wendy barbecues the steaks here. All barbecue sausages and stuff. Wendy is way better at making steaks than me. She used to work in a steakhouse when she was a teenager, making steaks. And she says, let me do them. So she likes to put the crisscrosses on them, but I'll start the barbecue. I'll clean the barbecue. And she says, let me do that. I says, if you want to. The supermarkets are taking, yeah, they are, man. It's expensive. They put prices up on excuse. Oh, I agree. Yeah, no, I think so. On purpose. I can blackmail you with this on 38. Yeah, you can. You could do that. No, Wendy is actually a really good barbecuer. I let her do the barbecuing. The last thing she barbecued was cougar mountain lion steaks, a roast. So my friend brought over a mountain lion roast, and she cut steaks out of it. So fresh mountain lion, and oh God, is that good meat, man? That is really, really good meat, mountain lion. It's lean, so I let her barbecue it, and she had the grill marks on it, and it was so good. I don't know if you've ever tried mountain lion before. I've tried it a few times, And that was the best time I've tried it. It was really, really good. And then I did all the other stuff with it. But Wendy wanted to barbecue. She used to work at Mr. Mike's Steakhouse. When she was back in the 70s, she worked at Mr. Mike's Steakhouse. And they made charbroiled steak burgers. And she's really good at barbecue. That's one gal that knows how to barbecue. Yeah, cougar meat's good. Bear, I've had bear. I eat everything, man. I eat all different types of meat. One of the favorites is wild boar. Wild boar is really good, like razorback. So there's a lot of wild boar in Alberta. Buddy's going hunting next week to go kill some. CQDX, CQDX Australia, CQDX Australia. This is UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Nothing coming in. Nobody out there yet. I'm going to turn her back to the States here. Turn the beam around. You know what? I think the 1-1 guy's gone right now. You can't get fresher meat than... Yeah, I know. So our buddy hunts, and he goes to Alberta. He was up... 1740 Alaska, 791. I hear Alaska out there. Let me swing my beam around towards you. I'm facing the total opposite direction there. I hear a portable station in Alaska. This is 791 on the Gulf Islands down here off the west coast of Canada. Hang on 1 second. We should come up in signal strength in about 2 seconds here, brother. How about it, Alaska? How about it, Alaska? 791 trying. How about that portable out there in Alaska? 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Of course, I turn the beam around and he disappears. No, freshly hunted meat is good. So he's heading out next week to go to Alberta to hunt wild boar, moose. No, he did bag a moose. Sorry. He went up to the interior. He already bagged a moose in October. So he bagged his moose. Now he's going for deer and wild boar. And there's actually a bounty on wild boar, $75 a head. He got 2 of them last year. He got one and his buddy got one. Wild boar meat is so good. And there's actually a butcher shop, an Italian butcher shop in Vancouver that sells wild boar. And they marinate those steaks. Oh, it's so good, man. That's actually Wendy's favorite meat is wild boar. Okay, I'm not getting anybody in. I'm going to turn the antenna around again. That was kind of annoying. Amazing who comes in off the backside of the beam. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side. I've only ever had wild boar sausages. Oh, okay. So you got to try that. You got to try the steaks, the pork chops. Once you try wild boar, you will never eat a regular pork chop from the store again. It doesn't even taste like a regular pork chop. Less fat, seem to be more moisture, and that just really depends on how you cook them. It's more like a beef steak, but maybe better. Wild boar is the way to go if you can get them. So I'm hoping he bags a few of those things. He says if he bags some, he's going to be sharing with us. So that's good because we like wild boar. $365, $791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Do we have any conditions out there still? This is UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. 791 Gulf Islands, standing by. Somebody coming back to me off frequency. Do you get cured jam? What does that say? No, we don't. I don't know what that is. Cured jamming. No, I don't know what that is. I hear somebody coming back to 791. We're waving at you. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side.
UDX 95 on this Uncle Galaxy radio is waving.
UDX 95 North Carolina. Your radio's working good, man. You sound awesome up here. Q5 UDX 791 waving right back, brother.
Hey, copy that. UDX 791. 102 inch steel whip. QSL.
You as well, man. You're sounding good on that 102-inch steel whip. Somebody said I'm off frequency. The only reason I'm off frequency because I'm trying to tune you in there. So I got you really good Q5 all the way on the Gulf Islands. All right, buddy. Hey, well, you have a good one down there. It's working good. Just get that frequency tuned up there because we're on 27,365 right now off frequency. So, but you're sounding good to me. Hey, cheers and beers and have a good one, my friend. Hey, the reason I was off frequency is because the other guy was off frequency. That's why. Now I'm back on frequency.
Well, you sound pretty close now, Joe.
Yeah, the other guy was on 3645. So I was just tuned into him. That's why his he said his radio, his frequency wasn't working good. Yeah, he said he was. I had to tune into him. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to get him. He was way off frequency. So he says he has to get his radio tuned up. UDX 95. A leg of ham that's cured, thinly sliced. Oh, isn't that like bruschetta? Isn't that kind of like Italian? Bruschetta's ham too, right? That's kind of like aged and cured. Like the cured, it's a big thing. Yeah, because in Spain, or I mean in Italy, we have bruschetta, right? Bruschetta is cured ham. Wow, I love that stuff. It's good. Probably not good for my cholesterol, but it sure tastes good, right? We all got to eat everything in moderation. And I do like meat. I do like to eat meat, man. I am a meat eater. Omnivore, eat it all. I'll eat everything, man. I just try to stay away from really greasy stuff. I do prefer wild meat because there's less fat in it, right? That's the thing, way less fat. It's better for you, too. And also grass-fed beef. Australian beef is really good. Yeah. I'm looking forward to going on our cruise in May. It'll be Wendy's first cruise, and I'm going for the food, man. I've been on, this will be my 4th cruise to Alaska, and I love the food on a cruise ship. It's like 5-star food every single day, and she's going to love it. Hell yeah, it tastes good. The meat just melts in the mouth. Yeah, I love stuff like that, man. Man, you're making me hungry. I'm glad I'm having chicken for dinner. I don't know what I have for dessert. I got my fruit and nut mix right here I make. That's my snack right there. It's got papaya, mango, pineapple, bananas, peanuts, sunflower seeds, almonds, raisins, date squares in it, papaya. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I said mango. And what else in there? There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. They're raw sunflower seeds, too. It's not salted, but it's actually a really good mix. Yeah, it's making me hungry, too, man. I'm ready for some wild boar. It's if you ever get a chance, you find a butcher shop that has wild boar, you try it. So good. Remember the first time I tried that, is like, Wendy fell in love with that stuff. She said, Wendy likes steak. After she tried the wild boar, she likes wild boar more than steak. But the problem is, there's nowhere here on our island that sells wild boar. Only place I know is the butcher shop down in Vancouver, Columbia Meats, which is an Italian butcher shop. Amazing butcher shop. $6 a steak. $6 for a marinated wild boar steak. They're pretty good sized steaks. Try wild boar. And where I work at Country Grocer, they have deer, elk, bison, kangaroo, duck. They sell some pretty good wild meat where I work. Kangaroo is really good meat, but if you talk to an Aussie, I talked to these guys in Australia, they go, that stuff is crap, man. That's dog food. They said they feed that to their dog, but where I work, they sell kangaroo meat burgers. And man, is it ever good. I love it. It's like really low in fat, right? They say it's very, very low in fat. So it's a healthy meat to eat. But in Aussie, they say that's dog food. That's what the Aussies tell me when I talk to them. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side.
You never know.
You can't beat the butchers much better than the prepackaged stuff. Yeah, exactly. Butcher meat is the best, or hunted meat is even better. There's a video of a YouTuber reacting to me eating kangaroo. There's a video of a reacting to me. No way. We actually have videos of the kangaroo meat, us cooking it on our YouTube channel. Send it to me. Post the link here, and I'll find you ours. Let's just see. I will find you our videos of the kangaroo meat. They could be on Wendy's YouTube channel. What's the karate pick? That's Taekwondo. That's me. That's me in the picture. That's Taekwondo. So I've, instead of putting radio stuffs for thumbnails, I'm just putting random pics in there just to make it more interesting. It's something I've always done, right? Is as martial arts, right? I've always done martial arts, right? Taekwondo. So, I'm going to find the video of that. I'm going to find the video of that here, and it could be on Wendy's channel. Let's find out here. Come on. And it's really good. Let's see. View channel. Let's see what we have here. Kangaroo meat. Whoops, I don't want to find it on there. I think it's on my other channel. It won't be on my VideoGate channel. It will be on this one. Or it could be on Wendy's channel. Let's just punch in kangaroo. Kangaroo meat. There we go. What does that say? Exotic meat shop. Okay, kangaroo meat. I'll put the video on here. I'll put the link on for you. Here's the link to the. We got to. There's the link for our video channel. Okay, I'm going to check out your video too. Make mine 99. Joe, we lost power for 14 hours. What? We never got the wind here. Yeah, the thumbnail, 068. Yeah, that's the thumbnail is just me, Taekwondo. That's what I've always done, right? So I'm just putting random thumbnails on these live streams instead of putting a video or a thumbnail in the radio room. I'm just taking stuff from my computer and throwing it on there. Let's just see here. Make mine 99. Yeah, we never lost power. We never had the wind that you guys got. Cool. Karate's good. I used to do karate. I took Shotokan when I was a kid, and then I took Okinawan style here while I was taking Taekwondo too, right? Good. It's good for him to take that, man. Good discipline. It's good for everybody to take it. Wish you had power lines underground. Yeah, our power lines aren't. Make mine 99. Let's see. Let's look at this link he provided here. Let's see. Make mine 99. Maybe. That's funny. Who is that girl on there? That's her? Is that her YouTube channel? It's not my video. It's a reaction to my video. Oh, okay. Right on. That's funny, oddly terrifying. She's got that's a good video. Raw and unedited. That's like my videos too. My videos are raw. Why is kangaroo meat terrifying? No, it's good. Kangaroo meat is good. She's in Montreal. Okay. It's not my video. It's a reaction to my video. Yeah, it's cool. You had no phone service. What? Yeah, no, our lights didn't even flicker here. We had a light breeze and that was about it. Kangaroo jerky. You know what? Kangaroo jerky would be good. Kangaroo jerky would be awesome. Yeah, we never had any wind. We had a wind warning, but it never panned out here on the Gulf Island. You know what? Now it's sunny again. There's the sun. So the rain is gone and now it's sunny. That is awesome. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, try kangaroo meat. Unfortunately, it's pretty expensive up here. Our store where I work sells it. And for four hamburger patties, it's about $16, right? So it works out to about $4 a patty. But you have to think of it this way. If you went to a burger place and ordered a burger, it's going to cost more than $4, right? So in reality, it's quite cheap to buy 4 burgers for $16. Frozen patties, you make your own. Like I said, we went out for pizza the other day and it was $45 for a stinking large pizza. Can you believe that? So you guys had no phone service, Jesse. That sucks too, man. Well, you would have had iPhone. You would have had your cell phone. Where are you? Jesse is over in Delta. He's near Vancouver. He's near Vancouver. Okay, let's see what we can get here. See UDX, CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific.
Oh, no hours go into the dippity.
I'm pointing the beam towards. Pointing towards Australia. There's guys on 35 that give me crap. CQDX South Pacific, CQ South Pacific. This is 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. CQDX Australia, CQ Australia, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side. I hear you out there, Australia. We're waving back at you. That Australian station, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific, evening wave. 783 down under, sounding good, brother. Just getting some Pacific skips starting to come in here. You're sounding good, my friend. All right there, 783 Australia. Cheers and beers, buddy. And thanks for the comeback. Hope all is well down there in Australia. Have a good day, because I know it's probably morning there. Cheers from 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Take care there, 783 Australia. Cheers, buddy. There's a guy on AM in there, 783. That guy on AM gets choked at me. No cell service? That's weird. Here's what happened to my Sigma Venom today. What? Let's see. How much does a burger cost in a restaurant there? About $25. It's about $25 for a burger. But there's a place down the road from us called Off the Hook, and you can look them up. Off the Hook, here on the north end. Off the Hook restaurant on north end of Salt Spring Island. $15 for a smash burger, and it's got 2 patties, and it's the cheapest burger you will find on Salt Spring and a good burger. I want to see what happened to the Sigma Venom. Let's see what happened to the Sigma Venom. Hopefully nothing too bad. What happened? Oh, what happened? Oh no, that sucks. Hopefully the antenna. Oh, that's a bummer. That that sucks. Hopefully it did not destroy your antenna. It looks like the mast is still kind of attached to it there. I'm more worried about the coax. Yeah, it looks like the coax is still intact. Do you ever do ham radio? No, I do have ham radios, but I'm not. But dog barbecue. I did study for that. I started studying for it when I was like 16 years old, like 44 years ago, and I just kind of threw it by the wayside. I really wasn't into that Morse code crap and all that stuff. But now would probably be easier to take a ham ticket. But I talk pretty much where I want to on these radios here because these are, I mean, some of these are ham radios. That's a ham radio, and the one I'm talking to right now is actually a ham radio. This RCI here, and my radios do go up into the ham bands, but I don't talk into the ham bands. I just stick with 11 meters. No, it's not working. Oh no. Oh no, it's working. Oh, it is working. Okay, good. And you said you got a pizza from Indian Place, $14, Jesse. Way cheaper than here. Do you know how much? Do you know how much about regular trees? I wonder if mine is falling. Falling hazard. Yeah, I know lots about regular trees. I was scared last night. Because make sure they're not rotten. Maple trees are freaking the worst, man, because they just drop branches without warning. I dropped a tree the other day, a big one, and it crushed one of our wood sheds. It was kind of funny. It made a good video. It was on Wendy's YouTube channel. And, like in 5 days, it got like a couple thousand hits. And it's all right. It was just a woodshed lean-to. So I dismantled it the other day. And while I was out there dismantling it, I heard a massive tree fall in the forest. Totally calm day. It was a rotten tree, obviously, and it just came crashing down. So I'm glad I was not in that forest, man. It's pretty scary that trees just randomly fall in the forest. And that's not the first time I've heard that. I have a huge maple in my front yard. Whatever the ones that look like Christmas trees are in the backyard. You probably have Douglas fir. Could be a Douglas fir in your backyard. Do you have Indian? Yes, there is a one at the food court. I think Naomi Singh runs it, and it's kind of like a food court for they're like trailers, kind of like, and they have them outdoor. It's outdoor in Ganges, but there's no Indian restaurant. It's actually in like a food cart, right? And they do really well. Naomi, you could actually probably Google it, Indian food on Salt Spring Island. Let's see what we got here. I'm on 355, just listening to Australia right now. I'm craving curry. I love Indian food, man. Probably the biggest tree in my neighborhood, as long as it doesn't fall on your house. We got lots of big trees around us. They seem to be pretty safe, but you just never know when you get a big windstorm, they fall on your house and crush your house. A real hot and spicy one. Yeah. I like Frank's hot sauce, but you probably even like spicier. Yeah. I put Frank's hot sauce in everything. Love Frank's hot sauce. CQDX Australia, CQDX Australia, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Somebody's calling me. On returning, I hear you out there, Australia. 791, Gulf, North Pacific, listening. We're waving at you, Australia. We're waving at you, buddy. A lot of traffic on this one from the South Pacific. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. All right, 133. I think you did say down under. Cheers and beers, buddy, from 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. $783. I hear you. 783, 791 waving. Kevin, we got you, Kevin. Joe on this side. Juliet, Oscar Echo. Location is the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. Roger on that, near Sydney, and you're right near the ocean down there, down under in beautiful Australia. We're out here on the southern Gulf Islands, out here off the extreme southwest coast of British Columbia with the Pacific Ocean all around us. Roger. Yeah, you got to do that, Kevin. Make sure to check out our southern Gulf Islands and Victoria on the southern end of Vancouver Island. You'd really like it up here. It's a pretty beautiful place, my friend. All right, boy, we're going to. All right, my friend, we're going to wish you cheers and beers. We do have a lot of traffic out there. Have a good one in Australia. And 783, thanks for the comeback. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side. Have a good day. Take care. 791 QSX. All right. Charlie Baker, 121 Australia. We hear you there. Charlie Baker, 121 Queensland, 791 waving. We're waving at you, Charlie Baker, 121 Queensland. We hear you, brother. 791 Gulf Islands on the side. Cheers and beers. Have a good one, 121. Always good to hear you out there, Charlie Baker, 791 UDX, 791 Gulf Islands, QSX. Have a great day. Charlie Baker, 121. Lots of Australia coming in there. That's the problem. There's too much of it coming in. The roots come. The grass, oh, that's not good. Surface roots. Are you sure it's a fir tree, or is it or it's not a cottonwood, is it? I suppose you might have chili plants in your garden. We don't grow chili plants, but lots of people do grow chili. Actually, my friend down the road, and she grows a lot of chili peppers, and she makes hot sauce out of them. It is awesome. We just buy our peppers. We buy them at the market. We have a big farmer's market here, and so we go buy them from there. But gal down the road, she grows all her own chili peppers. She'll grow like ghost peppers and probably Carolina Reapers and all that really hot stuff, and she makes a really good hot sauce. I have no idea what kind it is. You'd have to, it's always green. It's a conifer. Could be a spruce too. You'd have to send me a picture of it. I could tell by looking at it. Right? Could be native, could be planted, because some of the planted ones that are exotic look like native ones. So Douglas fir is a native one, balsam fir or grand fir, western red cedar, and then there's spruce trees, which aren't native here. There's pine trees, and those could be introduced into your area, right? But some of them do get surface roots. That's just the way it is. It just depends on the soil composition and how deep they can get the roots down. Cedar trees really have a lot of surface roots, like they're low to the just below the surface, as Douglas fir usually have deep roots, right? So, I mean, it could be a cedar tree too. Cedar trees are a real pain to garden around. I just cut 2 down last week. That's what I cut down. That's one of those that smashed the freaking woodshed. I cut down 2, it was pretty good size. Of course, I put my face cut in the wrong spot, and away it went, man, right on the frickin' woodshed. That's the way she goes. Anyway, nobody was hurt, and it didn't crush our garden. I would be more upset if it crushed our garden. I'm going to get rid of that video. I don't need that video. It's just too noisy. I'm on 38. We're going to listen for Central Pacific. Central Pacific is Hawaiian Islands. A lot of people seem to think that Central Pacific. It's not. Central Pacific. 783 CB121. Just writing in these guys in my logbook. Just doing the log here, guys. What is the time? 3:25. See if we got some Hawaii that'll come in here soon. $11.11. Remember that. The maple in my front yard has lots of surface roots. Yeah, they can do that too sometimes. I was worried it means it's going to. No, not necessarily. Doesn't mean it's going to uproot. You should make sure that your house insurance will cover any possible damage from the tree coming down. If not, it's your neighbors. Oh yeah, we don't have to worry. We don't have any neighbors, so I don't have to worry about that. There's no neighbors around us. Yeah. We're okay that way. We live out in the boonies. Thank God. Hey, Southern California, how's this 791 making it down there from the Southern Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada? Yeah, 357. What's your QTH? Are you California?
We're over here 10 south of Disneyland, 35 south of Los Angeles, John Wayne Airport.
Is that near like Costa Mesa? Is that close to Costa Mesa?
Yes, sir. Not too far away.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've been down there, man. It's beautiful, man. I love it. Yeah, we took the kids down to Disneyland in 2008. Great spot, man. Anaheim, Costa Mesa. I'm due north of you, about 1,400 miles north on the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada.
Okay, there's 791. I don't have a real good copy on you. A whole bunch of them out there, but you come in between them now. So there's 791 up there in Canada. You take care, man. And we'll do it again, my friend. 357 down here, John Wayne Airport.
All right, 357, John Wayne Airport. Cheers to you, buddy. Have a good one. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side.
Okay, there's Gulf Islands. I think I've talked to you before up there in up the north chain there. So 73's again. Catch you later.
Yeah, take care, buddy. Cheers to you. 791 on the side.
Yeah, I think I heard a 350 calling me. This is 357.
I hear you, Station Australia.
8228 Nebraska, copy 288. Well, between all the noise toys and the boat.
Australia, go up to channel 40. Go to 405, Australia. 405. How about it, Australia? 91. How about it, Australia? 791, Trent. Hey, Australia, CQ Australia, go to channel 405, 791, waving.
World Radio 3308.
How about in Australia? 791. CQDX, CQ, 791, Gulf Islands on the side.
Hey, 61 Nebraska, Mobile. Boy, that thing sounds good. We're driving down the road.
Yeah, that was annoying, man. I lost him. Sounding good. 3308 Southern Cal, 791 waving. Hey, 3308, your friend 791 Gulf Islands waving. You got Joe on this side. Juliet Oscar Echo, 791 Gulf Islands, west coast of Canada.
Hey, roger that. Yeah, we gotta remember you.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, you're sounding good as usual there, 3308.
Thank you very much, 791. You take care out there. Enjoy your YouTube. Jungle Joe, correct?
You betcha. We're live right now, man, and you're at the 1 hour and 21 minute mark there, buddy. You made the gate.
Hey, Roger. Thanks. Take care. Have yourself a great weekend. Well, tipping my hat. Have a great one. World Radio 3308, Southern Cal. We're out.
All right. Cheers to you, buddy. Talk to you soon. Have a good night. 791 Gulf Islands, QSX. Okay. You got to hear Australia calling from me out in the background there. They are massive trees. It's the kids. It's my parents' house, but I'll ask. Yeah. So yeah, you can take a picture and show me that Nebraska guy's booming in here. Yeah. Is that the 396? You should. I think we do have a special house insurance on your different gear TV. So in our house before about 2003, March 2003, you had this freak windstorm come through and blow a northwesterly wind through. And unfortunately, those two trees looked really healthy, but they had root rot. It was a western hemlock and a Douglas fir, and they fell on the corner of our house. And I remember getting the chainsaw with my buddy there and spending hours taking them off the house. And I couldn't get the off the house. I had to get the neighbor with his excavator and a chain to pull the trees off the house. They were big trees, and they crushed the corner of the house, the overhang. So the house insurance covered it. They covered it up, and it didn't bust through the roof, thank God. But did damage the overhang of the house, and we had to get it fixed. It was March 2003. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands in the North Pacific on the side. $395. No, wait, that's not one. A 158, a 158, 791, Gulf Islands. Yeah, 158. We're Texas. We're waving at you, buddy. Thanks for the comeback. Sounding good up here off the west coast of Canada. All right, there, 158 Texas. Cheers to you, bro. Have a good night. Thanks for coming back. 791 Gulf Islands, QSX. We'll have to fix something here. Hang on. Seven 747. You just about blew me right out of my radio room here on the Gulf Islands.
Thank you kindly, sir. I just put that LMR 400 in line, and I got the omnidirectional sitting on top of the roof on a tripod. I haven't even looked into the tower yet, but you guys are, must be the conditions, but you guys are coming in just like you're standing right here.
Yeah, you're booming in here. I'm on north you on the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. This is 791.
I heard that triple run out there in LaGuardia somewhere. I think I'm not sure exactly where. If he's in Australia or over in Europe or I'm not sure.
Smoking in here. There we go. There. I think that's going to cool it down better. The heat sink. I got a fan blown on the heat sink of the linear here. Let me move this over. And move this over. Hang on. There we go. I don't want the linear too close to the edge. There we go. That's better. Don't want the Texas Star to fall off. That wouldn't be a good thing, would it? Okay. Now, where were we? That guy's smoking it on 395. That's better right there. Get that fan blowing right underneath that linear. They're massive trees. You didn't get wind. No, we didn't get anything like that, man. Just a light breeze. It's no, we don't have any wind here. It's very, very calm. Light breeze here, just a light breeze. That's it. We're very sheltered here on the Gulf Islands, right? So we got the outer Gulf Islands, and I'll tell you what the wind slams into before it gets to us. And it's usually pretty. It slams into those outer islands. See, this is what buffers us right here. See these islands here? That's what breaks up our wind right there. Here's Salt Spring Island. We're the most west of the Gulf Islands, and that's our windbreak right there. Those take the brunt of all the wind. That's our windbreak. So it's pretty tame when it gets to us. From the west, rarely get any winds, just mild wind because we got Vancouver Island right there, right? So no heavy duty winds coming off the Pacific, just mild winds. We're pretty fortunate here. Saturna, Maine, and Saturna, Maine, and Galliano. Those ones get some really good winds. I just got 47 Ontario, Canada. Hey, good one, man. 47 Ontario. I don't think we're getting any Ontario here right now. Nothing. I'm on 395. Anybody out there copy 791, 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're sounding good up here off the west coast of Canada.
West Coast, Canada, Gulf Islands, you do the same.
Hey, is that 505?
No, it's 395.
395. You must be in California. That's where my antenna is pointing. Are you in Southern Cal? Hey, 395. Are you down in Southern Cal? I guess we lost you. Have a good one. 395, 791 Gulf Islands, QSX. Just disappeared.
Hey, Gulf Islands, yeah, you have a good one there. I was just sitting back listening to Australia coming in.
All right. 395. I think you're in some. He's not listening to me. No. 791 Gulf Islands, Pacific, QSX. Didn't give me his QTH. He was ignoring me. I'm on the 385 now. It's quiet. I'm going to turn the beam towards Australia here. Hang on. I'm on 355. CQ Australia, calling CQ Australia. This is 791 Gulf Islands in the North Pacific.
31 X-ray, 708, Southern Cal.
Hey, Southern Cal, man, you're smoking in here.
Sounding good over here in Riverside County. That's about 20 Air Force Base, Roger.
Hey, Roger, on that there, Riverside. Yeah, I know where that is. I've been there before, man. Yeah, you're booming in here. We're due north of you off the west coast of Canada, out here on the Gulf Islands.
Sounding beautiful, man. Skip is running just right. You sound like a local here.
Yeah, you too, man. You're filling up the radio room, that's for sure. What was your number?
31 X-ray, 708. 31 for the 31st gate, X-ray 708.
Awesome. Southern California, man. Yeah, very good audio. Boy, you're loud.
Roger. This is a V1, and I believe right now I'm on the SolarCon 2000. It's not really IMAX, it's IMAX Omega.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's working really good for you, man. Up into the red. Just beautiful. Sound like a local.
Roger. It's working just right for me. My antenna's only 25 foot high, so it's just about right.
I tell you what, man, you're hitting me about 30 and 40 over. I'm running on a beam rate in your flat side serial Yagi, but I do have an IMAX, and I also have an IMAX up about 21, 22 feet, which seems to be just the perfect height for it.
The flat side on this PDL2, I don't know if you'll be able to hear me, but give me a second, I'll click it over.
Yeah, do that. I'm on the flat side right now on a flat side Yagi.
All right, mine's a PDL2. It's either I'm on the flat side or the vertical. I'm not sure because I didn't mark them. I have two different ones.
Well, you're hitting me 30, 40 over, so I'm guessing you're flat side.
All right, so it's working, and I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, you're booming in here. I'm pointed directly right towards you, so you're due south of me.
That's awesome. You know, I haven't been on sideband that much, but I got my numbers here on sideband 1985.
Right on, man. I was talking on it then. I've been on it since 77, so you've been on it a while, too.
Yeah, I remember that, you know, since 1970, we were using lower 16, and it was only 23 channels. It was funny because I was actually selling those radios when they became 40 channels.
I got one of the first 40 channels in 77, a realistic TRC 452. I still have it here, and it's got the little black numbers on the dial with a little light behind it.
Yeah, I like all those models. Every one that I got like that when I was a kid, you know, I started looking at the schematics, started repairing them, but mainly I was modifying them.
I got mine modified too. In 1981, I actually took it to my techie and he put some lowers in it for me. So it actually goes down to 26.535, even though it's just an AM.
Yeah, some of those, like the Cobra 29s, could be done. And then there was another one that was a 455. TRC 455 was a base station, right? Just a dial, though. Had a big dial, but that one got frequencies and that one kicked butt. It was almost like a Cobra 29.
Yeah, amazing, wasn't it? I love the vintage radios. I got two old 458s here, and I got those modified, one of them back in 1980, and it goes way up above, and then it's got the 5kc drop and then the halves in it. And then my other 458's got the lowers, and, you know, I got a VFO Siltronics hooked up to my old 23-channel TRC 48, which is 1975.
Yeah, I think I have one of those. That little base station was all white colored, right?
Oh, that's a TRC 38. I got that right there too. I got a TRC 38. That's all white.
Yeah, that's the one I meant. I got a 38, but man, I did a mod on those that make that modulation so damn loud on that radio, and I was not doing it like everybody else does it. Everybody tries to mess with the limiter. I was modifying the detector circuit that tells the limiter what to do.
Wow, that's so cool because that's an old crystal radio.
Yeah, I remember buying my crystals and trying different frequencies and getting down there. And I lived by TRW when I was, you know, in that area. And I'll tell you what, I had someone come in and say, you got to stop transmitting here on government frequencies. This is TRW. So
you must have been on lower 26 megahertz.
Yeah, I was in the 26. It's like 26.6.
That's crazy.
Anyway, I was underage, so there's nothing they can do to me, but I just stopped transmitting. But I bought a radio for $20 at the swap meet, and it had some switches on it. At that time, you know, it didn't have a counter on it, so I was flicking around, and I just heard someone talking, so I went in there, but they were talking about technology.
Isn't that amazing, eh? I had the old, and I still have them, the old realistic walkie-talkies. One's a 3-channel. I had 2 3-channels. I got 1 3-channel now, and I got a 6-channel, but I remember buying the crystals for it and putting my channels in. You plug the crystals in the back. You'd open it up, plug them in.
Yep, and some of the radios you had to buy one for transmit and one for receive, like my Gemtronics tube radio, you know, back in the 70s. That was a nice one. I can't remember the number this very second, but it was all blue. It had tubes on it, and it had a Turner Plus 2 desk mic.
Channel 355.
We're a monster on AM and sideband.
I love the vintage radios, man. Like I still talk skip on my vintage radios, and you know what? They work just as good as my new ones.
They sure do. I mean, I love my Striker, but I'll tell you what, I got a Cobra 138 XLR, but back in the day, with all the mods, you know what I mean? I learned all kinds of things about that. You can put a Digiscan on them, like the 139 XLR, the 138.
I remember Digiscan.
448 or something like that. It's another mobile by Radio Shack, but it's got wood on it, and it's got the same 858 chip with the frequencies. and that works pretty good too.
I know that radio, man. They're awesome radios. I used to talk to guys back in the day with that. I remember the digit scans back in the early 80s. Guys would modify their radios, get the extra freaks, and they'd have an external digit scan plugged in.
Yeah, so my friend was an old man engineer, and this old man engineer repair guy worked for Pace Radio, and all of a sudden this new company came out called UDX, Digiscan, Dynasync. This guy was retired, so we'd bring over that 139, the Digiscan. He'd take a drink of whiskey, and he would, solder that Digiscan in there. When this guy did the modifications, I never seen anybody do modifications without doing any tuning. He just did the bottom of the circuit board only. He didn't touch nothing on the top of the radio. He modified the circuit. You were keying at like 15 swing to 35 AM and about 35 sideband.
That's amazing, man. That is super cool, dude. When I got the VFO hooked up to my old TRC 4823 channel, that was spring of 1981, long time ago. I had to buy a CPI frequency counter. You remember the CPIs?
Yeah, that's American built. CPI radios. They had an amplifier, a watt meter. They were a nice unit.
Yeah, so I have a CPI down here in front of me. I have the actual frequency counter. I'd hook up to my Siltronics Model 90 VFO, which I have hooked up to a 23-channel TRC 48, and it takes the radio up to 845, and then it goes down in below 1 to, I think, 26, 905, something like that.
Roger, someone told me about a modification on there. I've never done it on the Model 90, and you just put a three-way switch, and you switch in two other crystals, one that goes lower, one that goes higher.
That's cool, man. It's an old box, but man, it works good. So it plugs in to the PA jack on the back of the radio.
Roger. Hey, I want to ask you a question real quick. Am I on frequency? Because my digit readout says 27.355.3, and that came out of the box from the factory off frequency, so I'm at 53.
Mine's showing 27.355.0, 3550. I'm running an RCI 2980 WX radio here.
Yeah, I've got a 2950 that I wouldn't sell it for nothing. I had to put an amp on the back of it, so it does like about 120 watts. But that little amp on that 2950 is one of the loudest radios I got. The original designer of that radio that was in Taiwan was a repair guy here and engineered those radios, and he passed away. But that radio is one of a kind. No one has done anyone exactly the way he did the mods. No other radios like that one. That's
a good radio, man. I got an RCI 2970 DX sitting beside me that's been tuned up too, and it does crank out quite a bit of horsepower there, and I like it. It's a loud radio, and I bought that thing used more than a decade ago from a guy in New York, and it's still going.
There's a mod for the lights on there. Where the buttons are on the bottom. There's a mod where they can do 3 different colored lights, I believe. There's a guy in Ontario who's doing that. It's called Superior TV in Ontario.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's kind of like the unit in Bearcat. You can actually change the color of the digital frequency.
Sometimes the different colors make a difference. When that HR2510 came out, I didn't like that orange. So what I did is I just take the little plastic on the bulb and I put green in there. The green was soft. It worked perfect.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got mine switched to green on my unit in Bearcat 980. I kind of like the green.
Me too. It's a softer color than that kind of orange, like that sunrise color. It was supposed to be reminding you of getting up in the morning and having coffee, I guess.
There you go. You got her, bro. You got her. Hey, how's the weather down there? Is it pretty nice?
Actually, it is warmed up, but it gets cool about 3 o'clock, and it cools off about 5. But it's been lately about 80, 82.
Oh.
And then at nighttime, sometimes the heater goes on, so I guess it's dropping below 65 at night.
Oh, that's nice, man. That's freaking awesome. Are you kidding me? That's warm. You got to love that. We were about 50, 51 today, Fahrenheit, sun and clouds. And right now the temperature's gone down. It's 47 here this far north.
That's pretty good. That's pretty doggone good. You want to raise my drive up a little bit? Did that change any?
Yeah, I sound good. I mean, you're hitting me 30 over consistent.
Well, what it was is I was only driving my unit with a half a watt on the sideband, and I was really supposed to keep it at about 2 or 3.
Yeah, I got my my power on the radio turned right down, and we're running about. I'm running a Texas Star 500 high drive, but I got it turned down to about 150, 125, 150.
That's pretty good. I'm running the Palomar 321A. I call it the yellowish blonde faceplate that look like the Skipper 300, but this one has the 6 LQ6s in it with the 12 JV6 driving it?
Oh, it works good, man. You're nice and clear. You're not over mod. You're not overdriven. It's just a really good, clean radio.
I appreciate that. I mean, these radios are like $500. Now I've got a V2, and the V2's got what is it? 12 transistors on it on a heat sink the size of the radio, and it's those little 20, 30 transistors, I guess. So anyway, when I first got
Take a what? What frequency? Sorry, 355, 355, 35. Sorry about that, 505. He's in Riverside, California. Right on, man. Well, I tell you what, man, whatever you did there and whatever you're doing is working really well. And you're on a PDL2, good beam antenna. Those were a very popular antenna back in the late 70s, early 80s. I used to talk to a lot of people running PDL2s, and they were made by Avanti.
Yeah, Avanti Sigma Antenna Specialist is a company that is Italian made, but they built a lot of them in America. And so like I said, when I'm upstairs, I have the 3/4 wave Avanti Sigma 4. But the thing is, Yellow Audio 505 Yucca Valley. You like that, you know what I mean?
I hear you, buddy.
Aluminum wire on it. So I did that. I go, that looks good, but I need to spider web it again. So I made another square. You know what happened? Every time I added that little square on there, the match went from 1.1 to 0, and I noticed that my receive and my static level changed when my receive.
He's in Riverside, California. That's very interesting, my friend. Very, very interesting. I had no idea you'd do that. I have a Sigma Venom out there, a Sigma 5/8 wave up on the roof of my house, and it seems to be a pretty good antenna. The antenna I'm running right now is a Serio SY3 3-element flat side Yagi, and that's also made in Italy.
Roger. I also usually run another amplifier called the KLV350. It's a two-tuber. But the amazing thing is, you know, that two-tuber can do 500 watts. But the thing is, you got to change the drive input voltage, and you got to be careful not to go too far. Otherwise, you know, you can cause a problem. You know, so 140 volt input.
Oh, I get you on that. So can you still get, if you blow a tube on it, can you still get tubes easily?
Oh, man, you know what? I blew up a tube with another radio that was putting too much in on accident. The best thing I did was blow that tube up because I got some Russian tubes, and those Russian tubes are the ones I'm telling you that they're actually better made. If we were on a quieter frequency, I might be able to hear him there, Joe. Watch a piece, and the doggone thing will do at least 300 watts with 2 of those tubes.
Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. Hey, I got a friend in there, 708, and he's in Yucca Valley, California. Maybe he can hear you. The other day we were on here talking, and he actually made it back to another guy in California, really close skip. I'm going to see if he can get back to you. He's in Yucca Valley. His number is 505, and you're booming in here, and he's booming in here, and I wonder if he'll be able to hear you.
Yeah, we'll give it a try. 505 if you're out there, Yucca Valley. I used to know some people out there. I used to talk to on the other hand. I go to a different frequency. There's a lot of Mexicanos on here.
Okay, 708. We're gonna have to pick another frequency. He says he's got a lot of Mexicanos, a lot of Mexicans coming on here. Can we go to a higher frequency somewhere?
27455.
Okay, 27455. 27455. You got that? 505.
QSY.
QSY. How about it? Did you copy? 791 on the side. 791 QSX.
Roger, you 505 Yucca Valley. I'm out to Riverside. You got a copy on 505? Yeah, 505. We got you there.
Wow.
You know, it's a little bit difficult, but I can hear you better here for sure.
He can hear you, 505.
I hear him, but the audio's really low. Can you crank up the audio?
Okay, can you crank up the audio? He said there's 708. See, his audio is super loud to me, but maybe because you guys are so close. Hey, 708. He says he can hear you, but he says, can you crank up the audio?
Roger. Okay, yeah. I'll turn the mic up a little bit there. He'll push a little bit more. 708 Riverside County.
Hey, 505. Do you hear that? 708 Riverside County.
708, bring it back, buddy. How about you, 708, BO505, high density, your neighbor, what's going on? Roger there, 505.
Wow.
I got you to 5 with the 6 over, Roger.
Wow, he's got you to 5 with a 6 over there, 505.
Hey, let me crank it up like we did
Okay, 505. You're making it to Riverside. That's cool. He's going to crank up the power even more there, 708. Hang on. Gotta love the short skip. By the way, I am live on my Video Gate channel there, 708. This is live on my YouTube Video Gate channel right now.
Roger. All right. Hey, Riverside, we're literally hammered down right now, buddy. We're dimming lights. 505 Yucca Valley right your way. Roger. You're on your free level. It's a little bit low because my intent is not very high. It's like I said, it's only 25 foot.
Can you hear him there, 505? Both you guys are breaking my radio.
Bring it back. Hey, 708, I think you said. How about it? 505, we're trying. Roger, 505, I'll try the first one. It'll be better for you. X-ray 708. I can hear him, but it's very difficult to make him out because there's some heterodyne in there. Go ahead.
Okay, try it again there, 708. He can hear you in there, but he says there's a bit of QRM.
31 X-ray 708, 505, we'll try again. I heard him say 505. I did hear that.
He did hear you say 505. He's just getting some, I guess he's got some QRM in there, but he definitely hears you out there, 708. That's pretty cool. I don't know how far you guys are apart.
Yeah, Yucca Valley is a good little trip, though. I mean, it's probably about 35 miles. Got friends over there in the Whitewater, so I go that way quite often. It's basically about an hour drive.
Okay, about an hour drive. Because yesterday he was on here on my live gate and he talked to a guy 189 miles away, short skip.
I think it's a lot of that, too. Sometimes I'll get Northern California from here, Paradise, which you hardly ever hear, Paradise, California.
That's cool, man. You got to love short skip.
What kind of signal does he have on my radio?
Okay, what type of signal do you have on his radio there, 708?
I still got him right there, about 5.5, Roger.
About 5.5. About 5.5 there, 505.
All right, how about now? What does he have on this radio now? How about your Riverside 505 Yucca Valley? Hello. Roger, Yucca Valley sounding good, like I said. 505, we got you there. It's got a little bit of QRM that flies there in the background with you, Roger.
He's coming back to you. He says he's got you in there real good.
Yeah, Riverside 505 Yucca Valley. I'm saying hello right back at you, buddy. Roger, son, that turkey there, 505. Like I said, difficult to hear you, but I do hear you in there. What I do hear you say, what's going on, brother? Talking to Riverside here, my buddy, 791. I've been sitting there taking more time on his deal over there. Give him a holler.
Yeah, I think 708, maybe go to the vertical side. Hey, 708, are you vertical?
All right, I'll go to the vertical. You come up about 5 inches more.
Okay, try that now. 505, I think he was on the flat side. So I told him to switch over to the vertical on his PDL2.
All right, PDL2, we're coming in. The front side, how about it? 505 Yucca Valley. I'm waving. Roger, 505. I read in there in the vertical too, so you're still sounding good, Roger.
Yeah, you're both booming in here, man. 40 over. You have no idea how loud you guys are. Yeah, you guys are 40 over consistently. And I got this live. I'm live right now in the radio room on my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to see it, I know 505's tuned in. We're at about 149 mark, 1 hour 49 mark of this live video gate. So 505 does tune into my live gates.
505 on YouTube?
No, I go to Jungle Joe C Video Gates. Jungle Joe C is the channel, Video Gates. Yeah, come across and look at, and you're on there, man. You're live right now.
I appreciate that. I'm always curious what this radio sounds like, and I got a D104 MV6 handheld microphone about set to 3. The miking on the radio all the way up, but the drive is only about 7 watts out. I can hear it right now. It's not really water yet, and it's just almost about 200 watts, but hey, that's all you need.
He said he can hear you now, 708. Hey, he can hear you now. I have a couple of M6P mics. They're good handhelds. I like them. I'm running a Lollipop right now, but I do have some static D104s on my other radios. I'm quite happy with them.
Yeah, they're very effective. They work good, especially under power with less squeal, less problems, and they're clean.
That's right. Anyway, tune into the channel there, and you can, if you go back to the probably 1 hour and 40 minute mark, that's where we kind of started, even maybe before that.
Roger, we should do this again sometime, but on my other radio, because that antenna's a little better. I also have a striker there, but I have another radio as well, so I switch back and forth between that and the 949. 949 works pretty good.
I bet it does. Well, both of you guys are slamming in here. I swear to God, you're louder than any local around here.
It's got to be the skid. Mother Nature's running just right.
I got my beam pointed due south, and 505 Yucca Valley, and you down in Riverside are consistently 40 over, and really, really loud audio. And I think my subscribers that are commenting on the right-hand side there of the live stream will attest to that.
Rogers on that. Appreciate that. That's what I can hear what a striker 9.
Loud, eh?
The first one actually sounds like.
Yeah, so tune into the channel, Jungle Joe C, like Charlie Video Gates.
Rogers on that. I'll look it up. I'll see 73 for now, but at 505 Yucca Valley, we look forward to hearing you again sometime. I do run other frequencies, and yeah, I do run AM at times, Roger.
Hey, 505, he does run AM at times too. Yeah, he says 708 says he does run AM at times too, and he'll be listening for you out there.
Okay, I can click over to AM.
Yeah, I go on AM too to work the Hawaiian skip at night on channel 11.
Yeah, I start out on channel 11 in LA, Redondo Beach, channel 11 and 21.
There you go. All right, 708, cheers and beers, buddy.
373, 31 X-ray 708, 505, you as well. Have a wonderful day. I'll be George. I hear somebody in the background there. He's talking, and then when he gets done talking, I hear, like a little chime.
Okay, well, he says cheers to you, buddy. 505, 708's signing off, and he says take care to you as well. That's pretty good, man. 3S units there, 708. Awesome. Okay, take care, 708. And thanks for tuning in.
373 with 505. I'll be clear.
Cheers to you. UDX 791 on the side. We're listening. I better read these comments here before these people think I'm neglecting them.
Yeah, don't ignore your subscribers, Joe.
I'm looking at the meter every time you key up. I'm more intrigued with the S units here because every time you key up, you're like solid 40. Oh, yeah, no, you're way up into the red, dude. Like, consistently way up in the red.
Hey, lights are dimming. I better turn it down, man. I'll take the kilowatts your way up in the Pacific North Island.
Yeah, you're going to have a big electricity bill at the end of the month. Ha!
All right, that's turned back down.
It's still 20, 30 over. I'm going to read these comments here, buddy.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll take a standby 505 on the side.
Sounding good. So you made another short skip contact. That's awesome.
Roger.
I like it, man. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's read the mail here. Oh, sorry about that, guys. That Nebraska guy is booming in here. Gigawatt. Okay, so nothing much more to read there. Anyway, looks like Team Gigawatt 505 made it to 708 in Riverside, and I think it's actually a closer contact than the other day. It was a 189-mile short skip he did, and I think Riverside, between Riverside and Yucca Valley is a lot closer distance, right? I think he said 35 miles. There must be something in the way, maybe some mountains or something or some hills. But anyway, it's quiet up on 455. I'm going to go back down to 385. I'm going to go to 27385 LSB. That's where I'm going to go. Yeah, man, good contact there. And we got it all on video here, 505. So I'm sure you guys started at the 140 mark, 1 hour, just about 2 hours into this live gate. And that's your second close skip contact, short skip contact on a live video gate. Somebody ever asked you if you make close skip or short skip contacts? The proof is in the pudding right here, man. I'm going to go back to 385 and there we go. And my beam pointed due south, and yeah, you guys were just slamming in like 40 over consistently. Just loud. A lot of California coming, and that's great. Well, maybe you guys will be coming in for a few more months consistently too. That would be nice. I'm going to go to about 2 hours, and then I'm going to go in and start cutting up some potatoes and stuff for dinner. I can't let Wendy do all the work, right? Anyway, that was a good contact. And I think you said, what did you say the distance was between you and Riverside? 35 miles. So that's actually not that far. So there's got to be something restricting the signal or something in between, because you made it 189 miles yesterday, short skip. Funny, the guy, the 111 guy's not on channel 38 right now. I don't know what he does. He kind of disappears for a little bit. 65 miles. Okay. 65 miles roughly. That's a pretty good trip. That's short. I don't know if I class it as short skip or just a long distance talk, but not skip. That's like me talking to Mount Baker, Washington. We can see Mount Baker from here in Washington State. Problem, it's San Gordio Mount. 10,000 foot. There we go. See, that's what it is. And that's the thing here. Is it funny on Salt Spring Island? It would be tough for me to talk to the south end of Salt Spring because our island's all mountains and hills from one end to the other. So there's mountains in the way from blocking off the south end for me. But it's funny, I can beam over those mountains and talk to like Squim, Washington, or I've talked to Seattle short skip, and I can talk to Mount Vernon. So Mount Baker I've talked to as well. I've had a straight shot to Oxnard. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so you didn't have that 10,000 foot mountain in the way yesterday. That's right. So that makes a difference when you got something blocking out your signals. Like I notice that when I'm in my mobile and I'm driving to town, there's at St. Mary Lake, and I'll be talking to somebody. They're booming in at 910S units, and the minute I get around that lake, there's a mountain on the left-hand side. The signal disappears, and then once I get to the other side of the mountain, signal comes back again. It's actually quite annoying when I make a DX contact just before that mountain. But Mount Baker we talked to, and it's a direct shot east of here. I'm guessing it's probably 100 miles. It's got to be 100 miles east of here. I'm going to look. Mount Baker distance. Mount Baker to Salt Spring Island. What is the distance? Let's see. It says 77.2 miles. 77.2 miles to Mount Baker from Salt Spring Island. We are right across from Mount Baker. Wow, I used to ski there back in the day. My elevation is 3,800. Holy cow. So you're way up there. Yeah, I'm 140 feet above sea level. 3,800. So it must get cool up there in the winter then. Can you guys get snow? You wouldn't get snow, would you? 3,800. That's pretty high. The highest mountain, high desert. So you would actually get some snow up there at times, but rare. The highest mountain on our island is 2,300. Just so you do get snow up there. Wow, because I know at Joshua Tree Park, they get snow. My buddy was camping there and he got out of his tent one morning. It was in March and there was snow. That's very interesting, eh? Cool. And you are inland from the water as well, 3 times a year. Okay, so not that much. It's kind of like here on Salt Spring. Maybe once a year, maybe twice a year in the wintertime, we can get some snow. And sometimes we don't get snow just because we're on an island and we're out in the ocean. It really regulates the air temperatures. It's very moderate here. That's why I say there's no extremes on this island. Never gets really baking hot, but it never gets too cold, right? And even though we're that far north, but it's the ocean that does it. Every so often we get a real bad heat blast. And the last time that happened was June 2021. At the end of June, we hit 109.1 degrees Fahrenheit here. And it was too hot for our island, I'll tell you that. 109 degrees, man. It was freaking cooking. Okay, you know what I got to do? I might have to drop this live stream now and I might have to go in and we did have that free. So you had it too. We had it was called the heat dome. It would have been hotter in Salem probably too. My antenna is 20 to 30 foot to the base, and you don't even have to be that high off the ground when you're 3,800. Yeah, freak heat wave 2020, 117. Yeah, we were 109 here, and Lytton was 121. Lytton, northeast of here, was 121.1 or something degrees Fahrenheit. It's unbelievable. It gets hot up there. It's always the hot spot of Canada. 117 Fahrenheit is hot, man. It was so hot here, it burnt up a lot of our plants in the garden. I've never seen anything like it. I got videos of it. I actually have YouTube videos I shot of it that day. Great stream. Anyway, thanks, Make Mine 99. And can you imagine if you had a tower and a beam? If you had a tower and a beam, oh man. You don't need it, man. You're pushing out lots of power. 80 dB. Yeah, no, you got lots of you don't need it, man. You're getting out fine. You could talk anywhere you want, bro. Anywhere you want. Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna roll. I gotta go cook some potatoes, get those ready. Wendy's gonna be upset if I don't get some stuff happening in the kitchen. She's gonna make the chicken. She's probably got the chicken in the oven, and I'm gonna do the potatoes and the salad. I made low pressure that killed. It made a low pressure that killed that. Yeah, that was crazy, man. I did not like that heat at all. It was gross. It was like open up the back doors of our house, and I went out. It was like opening an oven door. So it was over, and yeah, it was brutal. We did get, it was a short-lived one. Okay, talk to you later there, 505. Thanks for the live, coming in the live gate, and join in anytime. Make Mine 99, and Jesse out there, if you're still out there, Jesse Barr, and who else? Different Gear TV was in there, and Old Dog Barbecue, and who else was in there? Yodi Man 068 in Minnesota. He went for dinner. So there was a few people in here today. I appreciate you guys joining in. This is my second live gate here on Jungle Joe C. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'll get your names in the title of the video here. And we're going to do some Hawaiian skip later on channel 11 after I get those potatoes on. Cheers and 73s until next live stream tomorrow. We'll try to do a live gate tomorrow too. If it's sunny, I'm going to be out in the garden for a bit. If it's not sunny and crappy, I'm going to be in here shooting some DX. Cheers and 73s. You guys are awesome. Have a good night, everybody.